All right, welcome back. We're going to do almost the same problem again. So we have the same picture, skier going down the hill, except now we're going to be told we're not going to care about x equals 60 meters. We're going to care about x equals 50 meters. So we're moving up a little bit. Say to there. All right, and we're told at x equals 50 meters, which will be a little bit lower than the 36, the acceleration is minus 6x plus 4y meters per second squared. And given that information, find the tangential, the normal accelerations, alpha, angular acceleration, angular velocity, and the velocity of this person, knowing that. And you may look at that and go, oh my goodness, how are we going to pull that off? Actually, it's really, really simple. There's a lot of information right here. All right. So, because we know the path, this is critical. All right, so what we need to do is we have to figure out the tangential and the normal. How are you going to do that? Well, actually, it's kind of all right here. All right, slope is dy dx, and that's 0.02x. We're dealing with x equals 50. That's 1. So what it says is that x equals 50, the tangential is basically at 45 degrees, and here's the normal coming up. That's really convenient. This is the tangential. Okay, the person's going down the hill, so we're going down, but at 45 degrees, so I can immediately, knowing the tangent is 1. Now, if the tangent wasn't 1, we'd have a little more work to do, but basically, the tangential is going down like that. Well, I can write that easy. That's simply, look what's happening. Minus x minus y. So ut is minus x minus y divided by the root of 2. That's a unit vector. Now the normal goes up here. That's minus x plus y. So un equals minus x plus y divided by the root of 2. Okay. Now you may go, well, what do I do now? Well, here's the acceleration. I'm simply going to take the dot product with ut, and that'll give me the acceleration that'll break this down from the xy coordinate system down to the ut coordinate system. So I'm going to take a dot ut, put a bracket over that, and then I'll also do a dot un, and these are at right angles, and that'll give me another expression for the acceleration. So AT is equal to simply, and this will be the magnitude coming out, all right, A dot U, actually it could be positive or negative, so we'll leave that there. So we're going to have, this is minus 6, all right, and the x coordinate over here is minus 1 over the root of 2 is minus 0.7071. Then we go take the y, and we're going to get plus 4, also times minus 0.7071. Okay. And we multiply all that out, and we get 1.414, which is positive. And that makes sense because this is going this way. It's accelerating downhill. ut is going downhill. This should have worked out to be a negative, and it does. So, AT is 1.414 ut, meters per second squared. All right, AN. Oops, take that out. A dot un is simply minus 6 times minus 7.7071 plus 4 times positive 0.7071, which will give me, notice this is actually going to be 10 times that, so I got 7.071. So AN equals 7.071 UN meters per second squared. All right. But this tells me a lot. I know this is related to r alpha. This is related to v squared over r and omega squared r. So if I knew r, I could back out omega and v squared. Well, now we need that amazing equation that we introduced in the previous problem. So the radius at x equals 50 is equal to 1 plus, okay, we had the derivative squared, so that's 0.02 times 50, bracket, bracket, squared. And then that was to the 3/2 power, which is utterly bizarre, but it's what it is. Divided by the second derivative, which is just 0.02. Crank that through, you come up with 141.4 meters. Okay. Well, therefore, the magnitude of alpha is simply AT over R. So that works out to 1.414 divided by 141.4, or 0.01. All right. If we look at this up here, it's apparent. Let's bring this down just a tad. This is going that way, accelerating the tangential. So that's clockwise. So we'll put this in vector form. Alpha equals minus 0.01 z radians per second squared. Okay? All right. By the same token, 7.071 equals v squared over r, 141.4. All right, solve for v. We get 31.62, and we can vectorize this because it's just along the tangential, and we're all done. Oh, no, meters per second. Oops, no squared. And we have that. Finally, magnitude of omega is magnitude of v over r. All right. So that's 31.62 divided by 141.4 gives us 0.2236 radians per second. Once again, if we go up here, it's apparent that's going clockwise. So we'll vectorize this whole thing. Omega equals minus 0.2236 radians per second z. And if we look up here, we've knocked off every one of these. All for now.